Hello. Show my sweets. How is everyone? You alright? Stevie Windows, you alright, sir? How's life treating you, mate? Soups, Kenny and Tazy Cords as well. Good to see you, sir. This is your house, Tazy. Got golden coins in his desk. Christmas things, aren't they? Yeah, boy. So the V2 released with an amazing 1K dongle. Ooh. Isn't it supposed to be 4K? They're going to send me one out apparently. And one to give away, so good news. Hey, hey, hey. 3 a.m. Is it 3 a.m? Can't be 3 a.m. Okay, 10 in it. We're getting double the chat. Ooh, interesting. Oh no, I can go. Hang on. Played around with it today. Didn't change. Where are you? Always break somewhere, don't I? Change the URL, I don't think. So that's like bearded Robbie. Hey, pure. Things got better today for you, mate. Still pants. Chat is getting doubled. Yeah. Dead's on his way to his sister. It's still doubled. It's confirmed 4K instantly makes you better. 4K gives you extra extra FPS, doesn't it? Hang on. Let me work out what's going on with this chat thing. Broken already. The problems is today. I was trying to get it going and rocking and rolling. Did it easy. One day I'll smoothly stream this. Need your help anyway. The missus has gone away for a week, as I said. She's back on Friday and she's already asking me about the loft gaming room. I've told her it's nearly done, but it's not. So we'll have to try and find a way to let's get it better. Liquid off your chest. Certainly sounds better for you, that, mate. Sure. Then is a bit better. Just get in the chat. Random. Oh look. I don't make it so complicated. Gee. 10 blocks away. Yeah, songs that take about 10 minutes. It's a block, quarter of a mile in the US. Can't remember. Order some Switch on Thursday. How long will it take for me to get them? Should be to second class, so maybe tomorrow, next day, something like that. 10 blocks less than 5 minutes. take a look. Give me a message on the chat app and I'll take a peek. See if we can find anything for you. I don't know, it's duplicate in the chat. It should not, but I might just remove it for today. How much I feel today. Remove the duplications. Let me change one setting, so it shouldn't affect it. Put it back on maybe. I guess that causes a problem there. Anyone else getting 5 billion Twitter bots following them now? That's what's happening to you. Spanked by Twitter bots. So duplicating. Right, let's turn it off now. Drove me insane. So today we've got the new Outset wireless 4K. So we're going to tear down, we're going to mod that, take some weight out of it. And we've also got a Ultralight XI new encoder, gold encoder, ETC, which we'll do first. So I don't spoil you. Oh, we got some gold coins for Christmas, which I'm not eating yet. Thought I'd bring myself a little snack. Basically the chocolate. Just get these in American stuff, do you? Why is it still duplicating? What, turned off? Obviously not. Oh, then 2D printer set. Mate, I've got a 2%. I told you. My missus is coming back. She's expecting this place to be finished. I've told her it's nearly done. Let's go for these and change. Go for these and turn the chat off on set. Scooters, how you doing, mate? You alright? Inkjet. I did actually today have to fire up my laser printer. Oh, put dots on it, huh? Suck potato. People still use inkjets? Can't do. People can't be using them still. I've got a cup of tea as well. Not bad. Milk content's changed, you see? You've changed my milk. It's a long day. Oh, you have to graft today, mate, for a change? Monday? Work sucks on a Monday, mate. Absolutely sucks. I hate Mondays. Does it look familiar, Taze? You've thrown me in a better looking brew. Are you proud? Kind of looks like I've knocked it slightly. Can't tell. least left the screws accessible. Money chocolate, baby. Yeah, actually, yeah. Remember, you got to coax me this today. You got to keep pressuring me to do the room. Tomorrow I'm going to stream me doing the room. So, because if I don't, I'm a dead man when the missus turns up. I'm just going to rip them off otherwise. Dead man. Not really. So today we're going to switch out the encoder. Is this a batch 2? The tape underneath? Don't know. I'm going to switch it out for this TTC call. I need some organisation in my life. These different screws as well. I can't remember. I'm sure they weren't that colour worthy on the one we took down. We're still testing out the Vaxee R1. Still not a fan. Something about it I don't like. I can't decide what though. Good, huh? I think this feels like a bit of latency, but I don't think there is. I think it's just maybe me, but I don't know. You fancy performing this yourself then, Tazy? Is that what you're saying?
I've got balls of steel.
Just a follow, N4G. How you doing? Making a cup of tea? Well, I'm not making one, I'm drinking a cup of tea. We're modding this one, and we're going to mod the Outset XE. Do a quick teardown next 4K version. And we need some gold money as well. So this is the encoder that it's got. Hello, N4G. Well, can I take the settings from my Logi Pro and pass them over to my Logi Pro Superlight? They should change over. I don't know if you can just copy them, but the settings should be the same. You might have to manually copy them. I don't think you can copy the profile in Logi software. I could be wrong. It's only like basically the binds, isn't it, you're after? So we've got the 4 bits of glue bit there, a bit down here we've got to take off, and we've got to cut this bit as well, and the other bit there. And this pin should just ping off. Be careful on this bit there. The other one is. You'll damage it. All right. A bit chalk on my fingers, right? Yes. You're not a fan of this encoder then, Tazy? It's got a bit of bite. It feels like an Alps almost. That kind of feel to it. It's not, obviously, but it's got that bit of tastiness to it. It's crunchier than a seashell baguette. Wait, I've heard that one before. There's a little bit bitey in it. I don't even mean crunchy. It's certainly got a bit of teeth in it, I know what you mean. Crunchier than a seashell baguette. Good one, mate. Good one. Like a bit smoother. You tried a TTC Gold. Don't worry, don't worry. What was that you were sending me potato? I didn't see the DMs from Discord, mate. You broke something else. You just got back from work as well, Pure. Decided I need to be able to retire so I can do the Kappa quest on Tarkov. Unless I retire, there's no way I'll ever be able to do it. No way, Jose. Not a chance, is there? Don't worry, Mizu. This one's not going to be murdered. We're just changing the encoder. We're enhancing this one. It won't be like the last butcher. Tailoring it to Tazy's choice. No mouse will be harmed during this process. Now the Outset XC I can't promise. AX I can't promise in a minute the 4K one. I know, they're dustproof. I do prefer dustproof, but certainly you got to weigh up what you want. When it's a bit gritty. Oops. We don't like the feel. These ones still like a bit smooth, a little bit notchy, the gold one, I'd say. For the smoother red kale, but it's a bit of a nicer scroll. Subtle encoders, subtle. Was that, you know, a small drip of 105, okay, into the hex hole. Could fix the notchy steps. Smooth out a little bit. Undo, yep. Agreed. Some feedback so that the mouse rattles. Definitely feedback. Need to do a video on them. Right, let's get this puppy chopped. Like my encoder says, a little bit of feedback, but it's not like a load, if that makes sense. Some beats to it. Nip it. Is that a bit easier? Don't destroy it in the same process. Turn it on a bit. I hate that I paid $258 for a Starlight 12 Phantom Scamex, going for the scroll wheel to be fecked. Is that what happened? It breaks straight away. Did not RMA it for you? Tempe. How are you trying to get it fixed? You can change the encode if you make no sweat. That's the encoder the Viper Mini Signature Edition has. And the signature's easier to get hold of now. It's still a nightmare. Let's get some keyboard videos done as well. A friend told me recently that it may be possible even though I bought it from a third party. The old $30 Viper Mini. Is it 2 years old now? Let's get some flux, baby. See if the chat's stable out of it. It's still doubling up. Nope. So it's only Twitch is doing 2. Hot swap mouse. I mug my game nice a lot. Good to hear it. Your engine swap. Oh, I love a good engine swap. Yes, please. You Twitch. Oh, weird. What's that? Hello, I feel my Atlantis Mini is ironic. Iconically too small for me. Okay. You don't have the money. You could put some grip tape on it, try and make it a little bit wider. Or you could try and sell it and then get a medium. It would be the options. Just the encoder. AW32, is that the 200, 500 something hertz monitor? Or 32 inch 4K, 240 hertz, 4 hertz glory? Soups needs that. Some beast. Different shapes compared to the Vipers. Lamzu Thorn. you like an ergo. Nope. Not happy. I was saying, sorry, is it Heliru? I was saying you can put some grip tape on it or trade it for a different one, maybe a medium. Sometimes you can use lubricant on the scroll wheels. It can draw hair into it a bit, but it's been used before. It's a bit gritty. Cricon, is it? Have you used the Rocat Comb Pro? Yes. Not particularly a fan. Yowch. Who's driving 4K at 240 exactly, Stevie? Nobody. Wonder why. Nobody, mate. Oh, sure. So, an absolute beast of a PC must be running that. You can't run it. I mean, I haven't tried running it for a while, but it won't be a decent game if you're running that kind of res. Might get Valorant, maybe, but why would you run it that res? Taking apart your deluxe M800 Ultra, but there's a ribbon cable. Been struggling to take out. You just put it back together. I don't think I've done a teardown on that, so keep your eye out, mate. We will do one. The days are like SLI cars, not like all gone now. I remember the days we used to dual cars. You never really got that much of an improvement. Not for the money anyway. Did a few of them. I did a lot of them. We never saw massive gains. Iron Man's dead. Better me, Stevie, or someone else. Me, I prefer 2K. 2K is fine. I don't like 1080p anymore. I think it's a bit pixely. 2K is a good thing between refresh and pin sharp. 4K, like the distance you set at your monitor, what's the point? So if you're looking at a monitor 27-inch, 2K is fine. Even a 32-inch is probably fine in 2K still. 4K is okay when you're looking at like higher distances away from it and stuff. But 2K is fine at your desk. Like a 1080p 27-inch, you can generally see sometimes see the pixels. If you're like fully pressed against the window. But that's what I prefer. I'm not bothered, like, I've had really high refresh monitors and I just see no difference. 240 is fine. Do you fancy trying out the 500 Hz one, is it, from Alienware? Now that 540's come out, I think it is. I've got an OLED 240. OP! I've got an OLED 240 and I'm like, meh. Do you know what I mean? I prefer my IPS. It totally depends, Mizzou, depending on the iron, the PCB and stuff. There is no recommended. Just start low. Work your way up. Depends on the tip. People always ask me, but there is no recommended. Just go slow and build up. It's a bit painful. Come on. So there's no magic number. Like different thickness PCBs, they're all starting to get similar thickness now, but the old days, different thickness PCBs provide different temperatures and different tips. The soldering iron, you were soldering at 375C, it worked fine. Got a new one, 480. 480 is definitely high. But it can depend on the thickness. Just got to be careful what you're touching with it, I guess. Is that dummy? Dummy, you don't see any reason to buy a 360 monitor if my PC can't even get 360 FPS. Well, I mean, that is definitely, there's no point there, mate. There's not many games people can get high FPS. Like, even I'm rocking it. Like my Tarkov still, it's about 120, depending. What's the point? Or if I'm playing Valorant, I can get a lot more in Valorant and, like, I guess Rainbow Six, Counter Strike, I guess. But they're the only games that you're really going to see that difference. Minecraft, maybe. So, like 8K. You try and get a high refresh with 8K. You see, I've been merging it. It's a Kale now. I thought it's a Kale encoder. Switched it. So now we're going to TTC Gold. The Zowie PCBs, Steve, you need to be only desoldered in the center of the sun. It's only place hot enough to be able to melt them. I need to take apart the new one and see if they actually took the PCB thinner, because they're insane. Insane. But yep, high refresh monitors, I don't know. 270 is pretty good. Anywhere around there, 240 to 270 seems fine. I need to get my digital microscope up and running. Let's see, right in there. There you go. Operation complete. You notice any difference between Finalmouse PCB and other PCBs? I mean, they've cut the hexagon out, which we did. If you remember when we did the mod on the Starlight 12, we definitely optimized it quite a lot, but I mean, all PCBs generally are different in terms of layout. But it's well optimized. But different to others, I don't know, maybe that bigger gap in the middle. Thickness is the same though. I definitely trimmed it down. You have optimized it. Small sensor lens, yep, agreed. Don't know why they put a bigger one on there, maybe it's part of the requirements or something. Up on the PCB, be a bit forward position than the actual mouse, wouldn't it? What we want is Finalmouse to come out with the fingertip version. That'd be popular. I don't know, fingertip, maybe popular. What do you think? How flexible is it? What do you mean? The low flex test is pretty sturdy. It's got the ridge supports in it, so still going to flex it. I mean, like, it's on the front. This is where mine was creaking. This has got grip tape on it as well. Still need to work out some better side buttons. It bothers me not all being black yet. I hate it. And they also didn't put a cover on it, whereas the Beast-X, they put in that kind of detail. I mean, they're trying to keep the weight out of it, so I can understand the cover maybe not being there. Although Beast-X achieved similar weight, in fact lighter, quite a bit lighter, 4 or 5 grams lighter than this one, and the same kind of shape. But, yeah. Bits like that, it'd have been nice to have made that black. Finalmouse, maybe like a gold or something, maybe, or this blue to go with it or something. But I think they liked a bit of detail. These screws, why are they silver, not black? Maybe they don't put paint on there to save weight. Don't know. Batch 3 is black cables. Great. Should have done it in batch 1. It peeves people off that they don't get the batch that's complete. Instead, they're just beta testing it with people. That's what it feels like. You know what I mean? You're the first one to buy it and stuff, and you don't get the change in the design midway through. It shouldn't be like that. I don't know why they didn't make the cables black. I pointed out, like, originally when they showed us the renders. I was like, there's no way they're going to do that. Oh, well, they did. People were saying, no, it's because of some lore and blah, blah, blah. I've seen other mice with it. And then now they're going to do it. Maybe. Yep, Logitech made something like this. They've changed the encoder on the Starlight Superlight 12. Superlight 2. Agreed. What's annoying? I could get some like changes, but some of it's just ridiculous. Anyway, there we go. Sounds like. Yeah. Go on. Outset. I think it's different making internal changes maybe to external. But that should have been an easy spot for them. Don't really have a tier list yet, Steve. I need to make one again. Hope you like it, Daisy. If not, you have to bring it to the driving range, mate. Change it there. I need to redo my tier list, we'll see. Well, Ultralight X is certainly one of the top ones at the minute, I think. Nope, I bought this. I've already done one tier list, but it's quite old now. It's not that easy, it would be quite difficult to tier list. It sounds easy, but then how do you pick between like 5 good mice, 6 good mice? I don't know. Maybe 7 now, easily. Top 10, sure. Which one's the top? I don't know. Is it the Beast X? I don't know. I'm going to do a comparison this week between the Ultralight X and the Beast X, but I don't know. Certainly know them inside out, you're right, Opie. It still makes it difficult. What works for me doesn't necessarily work for everybody, but that's what you have to look at. You have to look at, like, there's 2 versions of the tier list, isn't there? There's my view, and maybe I do 2, maybe I do my preference and what I think's good for the market. I don't know. Ultralight X over Starlight any day. The Ultralight X is, in my opinion, the best Finalmouse they've delivered. Still need some tweaks, but it's certainly the best one they've done. You'd hope so by now. They're basically just redoing the same mouse, though. Just different, like, material, maybe a new sensor. So they should have it pretty perfect by now, which is why things like the cable on the Ultralight X are a bit disappointing. I mean, they tried magnesium on the Starlight 12, right? Finalmouse to credit, they tried products. This is the one pushing the market. No, we don't have these magnesium mice if it wasn't for Finalmouse. No one was touching that until they did it. And I reckon the people that are doing it now are the people that developed it for Finalmouse. Remember when G Pro X was your favourite? How does that rate now? I don't like the switches in the G Pro X2. V2. I don't like the way they're optical. I don't like that switch particularly. I don't like the button setup, so the more I test, the more I don't like it. But I haven't used the G Pro X Superlight for a while. That's the problem. I don't use them for a while. So if you look to what mouse I'm using at the minute a lot, it's the Beast X. I don't even like this. I tried this for one session. I think I did half a session with it. I just didn't like it. I don't think it's the shape. I don't know. Something I just didn't like. Maybe the buttons. What VR headset do you own? Quest 3. Changed it out of Quest 2, now I've got Quest 3. Yep, Starlight 12. Excuse me, did have heavy clicks. That's one of the things I pulled out straight away again. Like, as soon as the Starlight 12 rocks up, I'm like, these clicks are well heavy. And there's no way you can lighten it. You can put like a light switch in it, but it's still difficult. But how did they not pick that up and think, this magnesium's maybe a little bit too thick? Maybe the other mice that are magnesium don't have that stiffness the Ponage does, but Beast X doesn't. They're also using a lighter optical. One thing that did surprise me about the Ultralight X was it's not using optical switches, and they still went back to an OM120, which gives an option to change it, but everyone changes the switches, so I don't know. You want the fastest mouse, but I don't know. I wouldn't put an optical in it, but I would have thought Finalmouse would have. What do you think is delayed Logitech's 4K? They'll probably try and get the battery life out of it, I would say. You want to make sure it's got a long battery. A load of people are whinging about 4K batteries, so. You're going to mod the Beast X Mini? I need to get hold of one, but potentially, yeah. What's that, Chris? You had a Quest 2, had to return it because of a dead pixel. Oh man, get the Quest 3, mate, it's way lighter, much better. Keep seeing people walking around, well, on social media anyway, with the Apple version. People can't be walking around with that in real life, can they? Need a mod guide? Alright, I'll try and get hold of one. I need to get one medic. Remind me. People care too much about polling rates. Yep. Isn't someone, maybe it was Optimum Tech, I don't know. Someone did a benchmark against the 2K Logi versus 4Ks, and it was Walla pretty much competing with them. So, I mean, I still run 1K. So. Tried 4K, tried 8K. Maybe I need a faster monitor, I don't know. Vaxee 4K is leading the pack in terms of motion latency. Okay. Vaxee dropping out some good mice. Used your Starlight 12 modding. The Zeus. Like it. You trim it back. 32 grams. That's pretty tasty, mate. Very nice. Phantom Mag. 1K wide master race. I don't ever remember anyone, right, before the 4K polling come out, I don't remember any of them complaining about slow polling, do you know what I mean? No one was like, oh my god, this thing just isn't polling fast enough. I'm not saying it's a bad improvement, but it does eat people's CPUs. 8K just devastates about 20% of CPU hit. Yeah, you don't feel the benefit. Yeah, 240, same Mizu. Unless you, I mean, maybe if you're running, yeah, I've run Valorant at like 700 FPS. Well, I haven't got a 700 Hz monitor, but I don't know. Yeah, 500 Hz, sure. But I mean, one of the original Finalmouse was 500. Remember, you had to overclock it using Dream Machine software. But 1K, no one's ever complained about 1K. 2K, I mean, fast is better, but at the end of the day, you know, would you rather have more FPS or higher polling takes, right? Because you do take a CPU hit. Faux show. Alright. So Outset AX 4K version. Let's see what's it's like inside. Let's see what's changed. Diminishing returns, agreed. I wouldn't even say any mouse has got faster clicks. They're all like so fractional, it won't matter. I mean, yeah, 2K doesn't hurt performance as much, but it still hurts. It still takes more CPU. Which, if you're okay, if you've got a decent one, but if you haven't, you're going to start feeling that pain. You're expecting to get, you know, massive amounts of
I've got balls of
gains.
steel.
Well, and if you've got the headroom, because if you haven't got the headroom, you're going downhill. You're going to actually hurt yourself. Hey Lewis, cheers for the follow. I'm just taking apart this Outset Vaxee. Initial thoughts, feels quite small actually for an ergo, this thing. I'm glad they dropped the metal encoder, the optical encoder. Finally did that. I've done a few versions. Still not a fan of the side buttons still on these. Okay, those feel a little bit mushy. But decent size, good skates. Looks chunky at the back, doesn't it? They've dropped the texture off the buttons as well. Well, it doesn't have it like some of them used to have. Interesting what switches it's going to rock. Not too bad on pre. A little bit more on that one, but pretty decent. Don't like the way they've got the like Logi do, where they try and add a little bit of a protective cable, but I guess you could still put a stock. Stop it wiggling, but you could still put a stock one in there if you wanted. In the same buttons. I'm going to take some weight out of this. I'm going to take it apart, but I'll also do a weight reduction on it. Stock look one. Is the scroll wheel still squeaky when you push it down? No, seems okay. Just squeaks there. Ooh, quite a bit of play though in them. That affects you when you push down and go left and right like that. So people might not like that. But than that, quality feels okay. It feels rock hard. I mean, if you over squeeze it, you can split the back up a little bit, but you're not going to do that to it. But other than that, it's the only thing I don't like is the quite easily move left and right on them. They're pretty, yeah, not great. They've still got the same texture on the scroll. It looks like it's at an angle, but it's not. It's freaking me out because of the shape. Coating's okay, nothing outrageous. It's okay. It was fairly grippy, we like slightly sweaty hands. It's better than this one, for instance. Definitely better than that. You can kind of hear it when you're a bit grippy. Hey Wilkjam, I believe our question is still possible to make a G Pro Superlight 2 have hot swappable PCB switches? No, it's not. Let's go Superlight 1 if you want that set. The Opto-Mech stop it. One with Vaxee, they make it 20 grams heavier than other companies. Yeah, they seem to have jumped on the bandwagon of a low mice. Is this a small? It's just a not stock one, this one, mate. Not small, wasn't it? Yeah, it was small. It's quite decent though for my 18x9 for an ergo. I like that shape. I've still got the same problem with most mice, where my thumb is a little bit further back, so it's difficult to reach the front switch. I'd like them a little bit further back, because when I bring my thumb forward, it rotates my hand, so I end up holding the mouse like, kind of like that. When you're holding it like that, you have to like, it's awkward, isn't it? When I hold it there, I would hold it, I'm so far back. It's the problem I have with ergos. There's an ambi. It's a little bit far back, but see my thumb covers it slightly better. So I can rock my thumb. Good skates. It sort of dims on this one. Show me your dimensions. Build quality feels good though. Big booty. Big booty. Quite high as well. Noise OPC in sec. These are always tricky to measure because it's like not really on the base, but let's see if it's center. Maybe because of the. If trying to line it up with the edge of the mouse because it's an ergo. 30 maybe. Yeah, about right. So it's centered. That sensor slightly far forward though. Yep. A little bit further forward. The way fingers sit, I guess. Standard front button size. Maybe the left one's slightly smaller, it just bulge out a little bit, the right one. Oops. Watch it. Really thin encoder. Scroll wheel, sorry, encoder. Usually between 6.5 and 7. It's a bit skinny. Decent size side buttons on. Switches feel quite. The right one feels a little bit more mushy than the left. So I'm keen on the switches. I tried to stop the post travel as well. So there's a massive gap here, but not too bad. You could really push it, even then you can't quite get it shut. But that one's a lot harder. It's a bit tighter, that one, but not bad. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of the mains. Do you have any experience repairing a GPO Superlight 2 yet? I've done a few. Generally pretty reliable. Done a lot of modding on the side switches, changed some of the mains. Done some weight mods. Okay, you've broken yours already, Will. Overall, it's okay as a new game. I think it was one of the first 4K again. I guess the Lamzu have got one out. Here it is compared to Lamzu's Thorn. Sadly it's broken. What's broken it will? It's a little shorter. It is shorter. But look, right? Look where my thumb is. You see that thumb position? That's fine. Yeah, see that difference? On this one, I feel like I'm holding it further back. I don't know why. Whether it's the way it's curving my hand or something differently. Or it's a bit higher, maybe. It's a little bit higher at this corner. So I'd probably prefer the Thorn Fanatic one if it was my choice for the shape. Not mechanical, isn't it? But it just feels a better. Maybe it's a bit more curved in the middle. I don't know. Maybe a little bit more dented here. The thumb perhaps helps me get my thumb in a bit more and positional. Which is a better build quality. Oof. I mean, the Vaxee, as always, feels absolutely rock hard. To be fair. I don't know, see, this one doesn't stop the post travel. I'm trying to stop it a bit, but it's definitely got a bit more movement. Well, they're both pretty good. I'm gonna have to probably say that still moves a little bit. It's hard to say. I think that puts me off a little bit. I'd say the Lamzu just because the significant amount of play in them. But they're both close, to be fair. That probably feels slightly more solid, but expected given it's a bit lighter, a bit heavier. Close. Slammed it down in a fit of rage. Now the main switch sticks in for a second. You probably need to replace that main switch, mate. Probably broke it. Probably snap the inside switch of it. Or damage the casing. That's what normally happens. What's the weight of this puppy? $73 grams. Feels 73, but I think some people are not going to hate it. Balancing points over the sensor, so yeah, it's decent. There's nothing special about it. That's probably what my main point would be. Is it's a solid choice, but it's not like I'm not thinking, holy moly, this is like blowing my socks off. Do you know what I mean? It's okay. It's not going to stand out in the crowd. And there's a big crowd at the minute. What's that? You bought a replacement PCB with new switches already installed. I'm hoping it can be swapped. Yeah, you should be able to get one. Wasn't sure there were any out yet for the Superlight 2. Fair enough, you can get one. Should be a fairly straight swap. A few teardowns to help you take it apart. Have you learned well from that mistake? they can't take a beating. Right, let's see what this thing's made of. People didn't forget me to buy some more Zippo fluid. Where was the spam? I've forgotten. We've got a little bit left from dregs. Let's see. Problem with the Vaxee feet is they still use a bit like the old Zowie ones where they're a bit painful to get off and put back on. Sometimes they don't go on very well, so you might find you need replacements. These ones feel a bit better actually. They haven't bubbled as much. Screw hole in. How many mice did mod stream? Totally depends, Matthew. We did a Ultralight X. We just done that. This is now the next one. So 2 or 3 depends. I had a 502 light speed, and that was a tank. Mate, I mean, I bet you need to smash your desk today over that thing. You should be careful you don't damage the foundations of your house slamming that thing down the old 502 compared to a super light. What have we got? 0.5 gram. Excited for the VXE R1 video. Which video? Just taking it apart, my thoughts on it. Just be excited for. I can't say it's winning me over at the minute. It's like no kidding one. It's probably heard halfway across the world, that mate. That's slamming it down. Do you know which wireless mice have the smallest PCBs? I've always measured them, so off the top of my head, I don't know, I need to make some charts, but something like the VGN, the later ones definitely. So like the VGN Dragonfly, Starlight 12, Ultralight 2, what else we had recently? The Lamzoo stuff probably, Pulsar, they're the smaller ones. You'd have to look at my teardowns to find the exact small one. Oh no. Done it again. Viper Mini, yep. There you go. Signature edition Viper Mini we're talking here. Maybe it's certainly not the Cobra Pro. He's a beast of a PCB. Razor's mistake as usual. Yeah, the signature. Agreed. It's easy to get the signature again though. Or is that it? It's going to be limited forever. So, unfortunately, they're using the torque screws again. I don't know what AXW means. I guess AX wireless. I do like on the Vaxee how they have the DPI and or the like what's that, millisecond I think for, is that polling? Is that a polling rate? DPI and then DPI polling. Oh, that is. Can't remember. But anyway, you can see him. Made a mess of that. Yeah, there's certainly. I'm going to strip these torque screws easily. Need to get a new screwdriver. I'm not going to find it actually when we do this room. I'll be honest, Bob, breaking the mouse put me down a rabbit hole of wanting to fix my mouse and customise the switches and skates. Oh dear. Good consequences, Will. consequences. Now you're trapped in what's known as the mouse modding scene, which is just as dangerous as the keyboard one. You're now going to be forever trying to find your end game. When you find it, you'll still want to tweak it, just to make sure and see if you're missing out. Which one this is? This is a T7H. Damn. Pretty clean base. Not made it so you can't put any skate on. They've got the trims in, but you could all like the edging. You have to sand it. Meh. But you could put dots on it fairly easy, if you so wished. Ooh, sword iron's coming out. World's getting serious. You're gonna go through and then you have to try every switch then, Will. To wrap it all, mate. Be warned. Oops. That's one way of opening it up. It's not going to be difficult to open. Just pop your weight up. Let me know how much weight we're going to take out of it, because I've not done one of these ones before. Quite a few ribbon cables, but these ones are fairly easy to pull. Pull this one. They've not got their weird bracket. And then pull this back one. It's got a big battery. Good alls. You okay? Anything to look out for when soldering new mice switches, Bob? Or is it straightforward as a keyboard switch? No, pretty much the same, mate, as keyboard. Just be careful with the heat, because the legs can get too hot and melt, and then you damage the internal switch, so it's anything heat. Wish we could have an easier JST connection for batteries, please. Take a picture. Always forget. Which switch has the lowest actuation force? I've not done a lot of them for a while, but the Japanese on one's pretty good. Anything with a higher millisecond, a higher rating generally is a bit softer, but on 120s are pretty good, I think, for that. I don't rate the Chinese switch then. Brand new pink dots. Very nice switch there. You on blue shell? You on translucent one? I need to do some more of the switch comparisons. I am planning to. I just need to get my room. It's been my priority, but we're still waiting to do that. There's PCB. Quite big, really. Not really tweaked that, have they? Not like the Finalmouse. I've not been trying to save any weight. And then the internal part, again, we're using this in a skeleton, a bit like a Superlight 2 or do PCB first. So again, we're using a different screw as well. Now we've got a normal screw. Don't know how we can't use the same screws. Good job, we've got a good variety of screwdrivers. This is a PH05 or 005. It's not working. I want this one. Maybe this is the one actually. There's two that are very similar. Yeah, this is the one. Same screwdriver, PH005. I picked the wrong one up. Only more than that long. Huh. That's a long screw. Got 4. You know, they determine the positions of the screws in the PCB, whether it's just, I don't know, put 4 screws in it somewhere or there's an actual reason for it. Most of them don't need 4 screws. I like the idea where they clip the front down and screw the rear. On the Superlight 2, Will, we're talking here for that PCB cable? If so, it's a little white like leverage bit. You have to pull it up, like a little flap. KL2s are still my favourite switch over Japanese Omron. Perfect level of force to spam. Quite heavy, aren't they, Joy? That's the only thing. It's got a very nice click though, I agree. KL4s and KL2s are very nice clicks. I'm still a fan of the KL4s, to be fair. They're not light actuation. There's nothing really different here, same design. We've got the little white things that go in here which are pinged off and the rubber cap bits or whatever they are. Yep, still rubber. Too harsh for you? The 4s, both are great. Still prefer the teal. Which mouse have you put them in, Joy? Joyland? Never pulled out a ribbon cable, yeah, just be delicate with it, but it's a little flap, it hinges up, you'll see the white bit, and just be careful because you can snap them off. Just be gentle. Don't snap them, my friend. Because that won't be as easy to get. FK1 Plus, okay, nice. Old school, I like it. You do any other tweaks to it? Or is it stock by the switches? We swapped out the old Hawano blue shell, black shell pink, black shell blue dot, weren't they? These little things. So it's still complex, the Vaxee mouse. Could simplify it a little bit, but they don't seem to want to. Maybe because they prefer the quality. You have a Discord, Bob? I do indeed. Let's get the link. You go on YouTube on the Twitch and type it, but not on YouTube. I need to sort it out. Oh, thanks. Cheers, mate. Did that. Potato! Cheers, mate. I have to paste it in here. I don't think it works on the chat. There you go. Need to find a way to work a bit better with multi-chat. Still don't get this. Like a little block. Must be to prevent it from rattling around, maybe. It'd be nice to see Vaxee do a lightweight mouse. Interesting to see their style because they certainly like to make it decent quality. Painted it white. Nice. What glide do you use on that, John? No, as well. quite beefy, isn't it? I've not tried to optimize that. Weight shows. All my eyes coming out. Here we go. Let's have a good look. You get your pen and your paper ready? We're rocking the PAW 3395 DM-6 -T6QU. It's pretty standard. Looks like Nordic. Have a look. Looks like it's rocking a different MCU. It's rocking a PAR 2862QC. Got some older Hyperglides. Oh baby, they are rare, mate. Keep them. They're hard to get now. They're like hen's teeth. Yeah, it's got a PAR 2862QC. Maybe that's why. I don't know. It's a different node, different MCU. We're not seeing that one around. Okay. Oh, power switch. Some better feet for the Zowie. No, the Hyperglides on that thing were legendary. Still are, just hard to get now. Reluct's going up the road. You can try Tigers. Tiger Ice. They're not bad. The base is still an absolute monster. I don't understand this piece. Don't get it. Ooh, I forgot that bit. I forgot the ring. So we'll take it apart and we know how to trim some weight out. I can see what weight we're going to get out of it. We're going to cut it a little bit. Looks like you're looking purely stock, this thing. Apart from the base. Check out my ring. It's got a slightly deeper crevice. It looks like something where the ring was a little bit thicker. Could be wrong, but that looks deeper than that. Oh, definitely, it's definitely deeper. See, like, you still see the top of the, it's hard to show you, but you still see the top there, can't you? Whereas, quite flush. So, they obviously, somehow the rings a little different thickness. Pretty sturdy, standard. Got that Zowie feel to it still. I think Vaxee will always live in the Zowie shadow. It's got the same design as Zowie with these little rims. I mean, it says that like only Zowie run this. Generally around here, these bits to hold the PCB, especially this back rear piece. But not bad. Plenty of potential to get some weight out of this puppy, I tell you. Itching to get some weight out. All the shapes seem worse than the original Zowies. I don't know why people aren't working like an FK1 or a ZA13 or any of the ZA12. They don't seem to be doing it. Hey Bernard, James, you right? In trouble running out of tea. No one seems to be make those shapes with the latest updates. People will go absolutely nuts for it. Nuts. They will lose their minds. Yeah, the large ones, people just make mediums. The market's not there for large. That's the problem. Same as the PCB, I think. Yep. Finalmouse has poor quality. Joyland, it's a bit of a roll of the dice on most of them. A couple of them are okay, but we were saying this yesterday, like, tell me a mouse company that people don't say they don't like the quality of, or can't find a problem with QC. There's always going to be some. It's just, I think, yeah, they don't help themselves sometimes. But they do sell a lot of products, so I don't know. I guess you can look at people coming to me for swap outs or repairs and stuff. You have to gauge it and see how it does over the time. We did a lot of Starlight 12s, for instance. More of this thing's bedded in. We also did a lot of Logitech Superlights. Not all because they're broke, because people just want changes. And then for your razors as well. It's like you're not super OCD in this channel, mate. You must be OCD about mice. So anyway, you'll be here. I think this pulls off. You have to work out. Is there a clip or something? Okay, it's taped, and there's a clip here. So we have to pull this tape off, and then I guess it comes out that way. Don't mind the flex, as long as it's not going to break. Yeah, it's tricky. You need to find a friend that's got one who wants to sell it. That'd be your best bet, I think. And then you could buy it off them, but you could also make sure it's okay before you did. This Vaxee don't want this mouse, the scroll. They don't want the battery to come loose. It looks like a 500 milliamp this. You do a shake comparison between the Pulsar X-Lite V3 and the Ultralight X. Okay, I can do it. Is that what you want to see? I need to find a way. How can I make it easier for you lot to let me know what comparisons you want to see? I use Twitter. Is that easier? But I created a list ages ago, but it's difficult. Let's find a better way so you can do it. The X-Lite V3 Mini. I think I've got the Mini. I've got the main bigger one, normal size. All versions of the X-Lite, not the Minis. Might have an older version of the Mini, like a V2 maybe. So we dig around. But there will be quite a big difference because of the because there's one Ergo, one Ambi. Gives a peek on this stream. You have a look now. Okay, give me a sec. I've got a V3 handy. Yeah, I got. What was it? Pulsar, was it? Oh no, Ultralight X and Pulsar. So I don't spoil you. It's a medium. Medium one. I've got the V3 on. So I'm not shown yet. Let's take a look. Box fresh. Ready? Look a bit different actually. I mean, there's significant differences in shape on these, mate. To be fair. Yep. Again, my thumb's further forward on this V3. I was saying about the Vaxee. It's a lot bigger than the Vaxee, that thing. Here's it. No worries, man. Hopefully it helps. But there's, yeah, some significant differences there. Right, so let's say there's a clip. So I'm taking care, not wanting the battery to ping out. A little bit awkward to get out, but how long that wire is, holy moly. Come on. There we go. Oh, close, 400 milliamp. Love that cable. It's a beast. Good news though, they're using the, I think it's 1.5 mil JST or 125, I can never remember. Hey Bob, will a 100 milliamp battery be enough for a Superlight 12? Yeah, should be. You're running it in 1K, 2K? I mean, 1K you get like 7 days out of it. So you might get 3 days out of it. You'll definitely get a day out of it, 100 milliamp. If you want. It's USB-C, it'll charge fast. You might get more than that, but that'd be my guess. I'd say 2 days out of 100 milliamp on a 2K pole. But again, it's totally dependent on how much you're going to rock it, right? If you're going to run it 24/7, maybe not. If you run it for 10 hours a day, maybe. 8 grams. Damn! See, 2 Typhoon jets were scrambled over Manchester Airport today. Look at this, something weird in the sky. Expecting stickiness on the back, wasn't it? Did some plane communicating, so they sent them off. Okay, still a lot to take apart this thing. You still got a lot. Is it easy enough to swap the switches on the stove Superlight 12? Nope. The mains are pretty bad because the Optomex, so you got 4 pins, 6 pins per switch, and they're very difficult. Certainly have some soldering experience before you touch them. And the side buttons, like the Superlight 1, are again tricky. Be careful. I would say they're one of the hardest switches to change at the minute. That is weird. Look at this puppy. My eyes were deceiving me. Look at this. You have to explain this to us. Why is that screw different to these screws? Why? Bizarre. How bizarre? It's got a sticky pad. I should have had a sticky pad. It has got one there, a little one, and a hook, and that tape over the top. I mean, that battery's not coming out of stock. Yeah, look, it's a different screw. Wonder why that one's different compared to the other 4, the other 3 in there. Weird. Must be some design decision. All right, decent set amount of screws so far. I think I've done a video, Will, on YouTube showing you how to change the switches on the Superlight 2. I can't remember if I did the mains. I've done one. Whether I've actually posted it, I can't remember. But it's difficult. There's loads of, well, to keep out some streams, but there are a few VODs with them as well. But they're difficult, mate. I wouldn't do it unless you're very good with a soldering iron. They are very difficult to bring out. And there's only one switch you can replace it with. This is the lighter version of the Omron Optomech. So you particularly want that switch, which I actually do prefer. It's going to be difficult. I did it for, what's it called? Huss, I think. And did his mouse, so if you have a look for that stream, you should see it, or that video. Damn, these things are in tight. Zero experience with a soldering iron. Yeah, I wouldn't do it, mate. I wouldn't do it even if you're a model, you're okay with it. You have to do a lot of soldering to get used to them, trust me. Black shell pink dots, eh? We're stuck to that switch. Definitely get some weight out of this puppy. Look at this. We're trimming this puppy down. It's like an Outset encoder, but I could be wrong. We will find out. I say they took the texture off where they've done that in some of the ones, but I know the MPO1 had the texture. Zowie style there. Fairly thick. Built to last, this one. To the one. It's different. It was slightly wider, maybe this one. The right one. Yeah, it is a little bit. The shape. Just gonna work out why that screw's different. That will bug me. Some of the design again. Some screws at the front. Get the skeleton out. Skeleton. It's the Optomech switches, so the mechanical ones, which are like this style. With the OG switch everyone's been using for the last I don't know how many years. Are common. So like that switch is the same. That switch is the same, so different switch. I don't know. What else we got in there? Got an Optomech one. But, like this one will be the same. These ones are the same. Like they're all the same switches. You know what I mean? This one's the same. 3 pins again. Right. Okay. Different switch again. So all 3 switches there, all different ones. And then you get an Optomech one, which this one is, which is in the Superlight 2. Oops. And then you can't tell what boom. You see that? It's got 4 pins at the back, focus camera. Got these 4 pins here. And then these 2 long ones that have actually broken off, but that's why they look totally different. So no switch is compatible with it. There are some replacements now. You get this same switch, or you can get certain mice with this style switch, or the Optomech 2s. There's a white version, a white dot version of this switch, which has the same pin layout. You can use that, but yeah, a lot harder to desolder. And those small pins are very difficult to get out. Only black shell white dots are good. Prefer them. Hate the stock clicks and the G Pro X2. Yeah, I'm not a fan. They're the better Optomech. I think the Omron, it pains me to say that, but Omron are making the best Optomech at the minute. This one's okay, it's slightly firm. It's in the 502X and in the Superlight 2, but the white version of this is good. Like in the Beast X and a few other ones. For an Optomech, right? It's good for an Optomech. They're better than the Razer ones. The Razer ones are just horrible. Razer need to change it. Right. Back to the task at hand. So 2 screws here, which drops out, and these ones I think are on the PCB in, which is a slightly different PCB. You've seen before. You know the G Pro X is nice. What the Omron 20s in it? You know that potato? You're rocking the minute because your OP1's broken, isn't it? You fix your OP1 now. Your nephew broke it, was a niece. I think I should refund my replacement parts you ordered. Yeah, you might need some, mate. It's not an easy swap. Even for me, it's difficult, and I've done a lot. So it's a tricky one. I wouldn't do it if you've got no soldering. I wouldn't do it if you're okay at soldering. You need to be You need to be on it for soldering for them. CBA. Fair enough. The screw here. Hey, clinch. Cliche. You prefer clinch or cliche these days? MPO1S. I haven't done that one, mate. I haven't done a Vaxee one for a while, to be fair. Need a different screw. What level are you on Tarkov, mate? Pure was saying you're playing it. I managed to get a new mouse. I'll just get the Dark Frost version. Darky Frost. I like the Dark Frost ones. They're nice. It's coming at it. You're definitely an Game Gear fan, aren't you, mate? You're dropping some good mice. You have to use a smaller micro switch for the scroll. Why would this come? You could simplify the build for the Vaxee, probably save quite a bit of money, but still making it way complicated. Tight fit though, I like it. Precision engineering. Let's get the shell first. This didn't copy the EC2 switches on the sides, which were always horrible. Translucent switches though. Sexy. Whole gram though, holy moly. What's that? Crizzle 66. Been waiting for this Vaxee mod. It's a mouse I'm considering. Okay. In an ergo. Fair enough. Well, we're going to take some weight out of it, so it'll still look stock. So that's the plan. Hopefully it's what you're looking for, sir. Modded G Pro W with one of pink dot switches, TTC golden code, and hot swap the PCB. Nice. Nice cater. This is a cater. Problem is all the screw holes in the switch PC are stripped. X. Good fix. You could glue them and then just never move it again. That's your only way, or you have to find a new skeleton inside. But keep an eye on my streams and channel. I might sell some because I might have a few spare. I don't know, but that's the only way you're gonna fix it. Or you have to try and rethread them, which you can't do. But, you have to probably glue them for your best bet. Rubber. There's little bits of rubber and stuff that add the weight to it. So we'll do a non-destructive mod in a minute and then a destructive one for this puppy. Never ending though. Full intricate little bits. We're definitely getting a lot of weight on this without even like drilling it in terms of like the main shell. 60 grams, damn son. Tank. See, even then it still flexes. She's a beast in that space. Do you like a good teardown? Black and pink's always a nice combo, gotta be honest. There's nothing for the actual mouse, but it looks good. Come on, focus. Using micro switches on the sides. Oops. The LED light sparks up. Prefer these connectors, they just pull out and push in. No like lift you up bit or anything. Much better. Come on. Include it. They're not. Some Titan. Holy moly. Ah. I see why. There's a screw. That'll be why. Hiding away. So I'm playing a lot of Tarkov. Playing it on Friday again this week. I'll be doing another giveaway. So watch me on Twitch. You get points. There's points turn to prizes on Fridays. Like £25 minimum on Steam voucher, or like last week we gave away a mouse, for instance. I'll give it on Saturday actually because I wasn't here Friday, but make sure you tune in. Get your points. How long do you think it will be before some Super Light 2 replacement parts start actually coming out? It must be close. Maybe a couple more weeks. No, I don't know. A few months, mate. I don't know. It normally take about a year, I think, from release. 6 months, something like that. Using the different micro switches with the posts outside, not on the edges. Like this one, for instance. Slightly different. So that's got the soldering points on the sides. This one has the soldering points on the back. They're rocking. What switches on TTC? And brand Hawano, I think. Yeah, there you go. Hawano. If they keep the same switch brand. So they used to have these on a separate PCB, now they're kind of going with the G Pro style. Maybe they changed it on this version. I think they've actually taken an Outset apart, to be fair. Beefy ribbon cable. First. Four more screws, more identification tags, AXW. They're trying to keep the same screws though, so I give them credit. There's a few little changes on them. Some with slightly bigger heads. You've also got the rear torque screws, but overall they're the same length and same screwing. These are as well. These are the same as the other PCB ones, so which is good. Means not much of a variety. They look quite a lot. You know. See you later, scooters. Good night, mate. Enjoy your Zeds, mate. I'm good. Just dropping in prayer. Yeah, have a good night. GG. Just change my earphones. Chunky, it's like a wheel on a car, doesn't it? A tyre on it. Interesting, it's thicker on this side, thinner on that side, maybe to do the shape. Beefy that, holy moly. Getting weighed and measured. Made 2 grams for the rubber. Holy moly. Quite a light wheel. Interesting. You're not going to find a wheel like this. It's got quite a long bar. So that's quite unique to this one. And it's pretty small. You did want one. Let's have a look. You need a replacement? I don't think you'll find one. I've not seen one like that before. Put any rubber in it. Big eye. Squeeze it. It's quite small though, quite narrow. There. There's a lot of components here. Main PCB, well, not really. So pink dot black shell Hawanos. Encoder, I can't see it at the minute. I didn't which was the thickness of the PCB. All PCB size. It's quite a thin PCB, that 0.5. It's got the main one because I forgot to do this one. What a noob. I don't want to use this PCB, but never know. Like for modding or anything, it's a bit big. Stuff in the BGN Dragonfly. F1's the best PCB for that. Can't tell the encoder though. Small, 7mm maybe, yeah. 7mm encoder. It's quite low. Can I see what brand it is? It looks like an Outset, but I don't think it is. Could be though. Switch is tight. Looks unbranded. Yeah, it's Alps. Alps 7mm. Okay. I was right. Not many nice rock Alps encoders. Nice. Quality components. Can't say they skimp on them. Components are good in this mouse. Final bit in the skeleton. Definitely 3 skinny one, I reckon. No, this isn't going to weigh anything because it didn't before. I'm use the main piece as extra bit off. It weighs the larger bit, so I'll put weighing that. 5 grams. Nope, way off. Way off. Nearly 8. Damn, see? There we are, the Vaxee Outset XE wireless 4K version. There's a lot of screws, look at that. Sound of quality, but the components in this thing are good. A lot of components. Certainly not tried to make it light. Could have made a slightly better PCB, I think, and took some weight out of it. Maybe they like 73 grams. Can't see any quality issues though. Nice cables, good switches. Not my preference, pink dot Finalmouse, but not bad. That's what you expect. Pretty standard Vaxee mouse there. Nothing blowing my socks off, but it's decent. Not bad. Oh. What do you lot reckon? Liking it? You be purchasing it? Or are you thinking some better options out there like Pulsar or the Thorn from Lamzoon? Maybe a Razer? Let's take a peeky. Well, get to some weight now. And get to trim it off. Make a cup of tea. Oh man. Want some water instead. I've been drinking enough water recently. Treat myself to another gold coin. Let's do some keyboard videos soon. And streams, because I have too many. Let's get rid of some. So, let's go with a non-destructive Outset X wireless 4K Vaxee one. Let's see what weight we can get it to without damaging it, so we'll be able to put it back together. That is the plan. Let's see what we can do. I mean, all that can stay out for now. Put the battery in for a slightly lighter one if you want. Gotta make sure it's back on the right round. Yep, that's right. Please tell me how to fix the mouse 3. It's so hard to click on the AXY. Has it got worse aero walk, or has it always been like that? So assuming it's the same as this, it's basically going to be touching this little white switch they're on. So when they're very hard to press, either the switch is funny or there's going to have quite a bit of a gap, or it's too close up to the switch like that. It's a bit difficult, but it depends. Okay, I've been stiff. I mean, you could change the switch and try it. You'd have to open it and have a look, I think, and see what's going on with it. That would be my opinion. You have to see why. So it could be the little micro switches. Not a good one off the bat. You could try an RMA maybe. It could be something like that. Or this is too tight against it. Try and lift it off a little bit so it gets a bit more movement, a bit more travel. What mod you doing? Zach, we are just doing a weight reduction on it. We've took it apart now. Now we're going to do some weight mods. See what we can get out of it without damaging it. This is a normal, what we call non-destructive one. And then we'll do a destructive one after. We're going to chop up the base and stuff. See what's possible. Leave those two screws out. That's what I was just checking, so you can get them out for a bit of weight drop. Looks okay. Hey Kirel, how you doing? Hey, we've got a G-Wolf Scroll L Ace. Large Ace, okay. Today ordered it €10. Fairly cheap. Not too shabby. Did that for a while. Indeed not. Thinking about flipping it or just doing the weight reduction mod you made in the video 4 years ago. Was it 4 years ago? Damn. Okay, it does like the content, so quite worth flipping it to be fair, unless you particularly want it, mate. If you want it. Has it really been 4 years? Man. I'm getting old. I'd like the content, mate. Appreciate it. Right. Side buttons. Bum, ba, bum. I have to put the screw back in though, because it won't let us get away with it. Come on. Do that to me. I don't honestly know what the point that was. What the point this was in the top. I'm going to leave it out there, this part. It was originally in this bit, but why do we care about the lights? We'll see if it will work without it though. Tell me like a DPI. Oh, yeah. There is hidden. It must be hidden. It's like translucent. You can't see it. See it on the top. So, it's the biggest DPI and stuff. We don't need that. Thought it was. I was just trying to work out why I couldn't see like the yellow, the clear plastic and hidden. Nice. You're selling your G Pro Superlight right now. Thinking about getting a K-Cron M4. Fingertip mouse. Thoughts on the choice? I'm waiting for him to send me one, so I haven't really got any thoughts, but it'll certainly be different. Depends if you like fingertip grip, I guess. It's a big difference change-wise from a Superlight to that. Shape-wise, you have to have like quite big hands to fingertip, I guess, the Superlight. Yeah, massive difference in shapes though. Mafias. What can you use? I mean, I use these things. Little nylon sponges. You can get one shop.radiobob.com or other places, so on, like Amazon or Ali. I use them just to ping the lift up switches. Ribbons, as you'll see there. You can use your nail, depends. Just gotta be very careful with it, mate. Because a lot of people slap them off, so I'll annoy you. Don't force it. It doesn't need much pressure. Go one screw there and one in the back. Cross it up to this side. Got an arsehole to disassemble mine. He got one screwdriver. Got to start somewhere, mate. Gotta start somewhere. I have many tools at my disposal now. Many arsenal, as you say. Okay, let's put the switches in. Buttons, not switches. Trim some way out of this in a bit, it's going to be interesting. 73 stock. 72. 2.6.
I've got balls of steel.
Hey, just to follow, Keep TV. How's your week been so far, given it's only Monday? And what mouse and mousepad combo do you use as well? Spill your beans. I'm just going to put the rear screws in these. Hey Leon. KY5. Don't know what that means. It definitely is a weak feeling latch. That's what I was saying, like the pull ones well, a bit easier, a bit more firm. You're rocking a Vaxee XE, nice. What colour? A Vaxee PA PQ. Been great so far. How much weight you want to shave off that? I think we're going to get it down to. The switches feel better somehow. To be honest, I feel better now. We've done putting it back together. It's 73 stock. This one non-destructive. We'll probably get it to 75 maybe. Sorry, 65, and then hopefully dropping it below 60 with a destructive, but it won't be drilled on the shell. It'll just be drilled like on the base and stuff. Blue, of course. It's a nice blue, mate. It's a nice blue. Very nice. God, then what keyboard have you got? Does it fit your keyboard combos on? Right. You can do the stock battery in. This is 8 grams. I'm going to put the faithful in. Take this one, which is a 150 milliamp. It's 400 milliamp. We're going to put a 150 milliamp in it. Exactly the same JST connector, which is good. Need to mess around with that. It'll be your choice whether you want to do that or not. Whether you want to change it. It is 8K and 4K. So it's going to take quite a bit of weight off it. You're going to see the difference here without touching it. Like 5 grams straight off the bat there. These are the ones I like where it's not too much effort and we're going to trim a lot of weight off. The problem is we might have to extend the battery cable. This is purely just showing what's possible, so you might want to put it somewhere else. We'll just leave it like here. But you might want to put that somewhere else. When you do it, you might extend the cable a little bit. See what's possible. I was fucking missing something. I'm used to mice having the bits like underneath here, like more to it, this PCB, but it freaks me out. Like I'm missing something. Imagine getting that tiny battery and 4K dongle. Oh, we'll get you. Imagine getting that tiny battery and a 4K dongle will get you about 10 hours battery life. Probably. Their 400 milliamps pretty good. I reckon you'll get a couple of days out of it. It's probably why they put it in there, which is a stock one. But 150 milliamp, you get a day out of it maybe. Depends how much game you do. USB-C, it take about 5 minutes to charge, so won't be too worried. But you could put a 250 in it, or 200 milliamp. You have to pick. I think a 100 milliamp in this one, like although Logitech, you get away with it because it's got a good battery saving. On this one, you're going to need a pretty good battery because the sensor will be thirsty. Any more screws in that? Getting carried away. I almost want to flip it that way around to be fair for the tape, but the tape's this way, so for now we'll just put it there. It's only a mock-up to show what's possible. I also don't like putting all the cables in. If you want to see that, easy to see the tear down, to see exactly how it goes back together. We'll just leave it here for now. Just go in there. I'm not going to cable it up because it just becomes pulling on and off all the time. This is the mock, and then we'll chop it up. You get the idea. You know, they all go. One screw in the base. You want to get 10 grams off your XE, non-destructive. Should be able to get it. Pretty thick. You might have to chop a little bit inside without destroying the base, maybe like the top of like some of the supports and stuff in it. 10 grams is possible, maybe. Vaxee leaves a lot of meat on the bone, so excuse me. So that's what we're looking like. Skates, which is trying to wreck him. Sticking him to his pad. There's definitely better material than they used to be. They don't bubble as much. Excuse me, he's coughing to death. Right, let's give this a little weigh. Place your bet, 73 grams. I'm going to go 65. Non-destructive is going to be pretty good if you get that, I reckon. We could put dots on it. I haven't actually got any handy. Damn, 65 grams. That is pretty light, that. Not bad. I'll take that. How much weight is the bottom buttons? What do you mean, do? Where you look at the bottom. Oh, this bit, I see. The DPI and stuff. I'll show you. 1 second. Combined weight, you want to see. So you need those little rubber bits as well. You need all these bits as well. There you go, just over a G. Add that, put some skates on it, dot skates on it, you'll probably get a little bit lower, maybe 63 grams. Decent weight saving that, to be fair. Even if you put the other battery in, it's going to be 68 maybe with some dots. Not bad. Right, let's do a destructive one now. Now we're going to chop it up a little bit. But we're keeping the base. Can chop the base, but all the sides and stuff will look stock. So we should be able to get this below 60 grams. But it's still looking pretty good. Not absolutely butchered to death. Optimistic. Ever getting battered by wind in the UK at the minute? I don't know why. We're not getting destroyed. We've also got the inner skeleton to take some weight out as well. That's why I'm optimistic for 5 grams out of this, no probs. Maybe even a little bit lighter. Get this below 60 would be good. Below 60 with the main battery would be good. So you could lose any battery, but it's probably going to be a bit difficult because that's 5 grams extra on its own, never mind. And then whoa. But yeah, we'll see. So 55 would be interesting. Get down to that. Is the battery not secured with the case? Yeah, it's secured on here. If you look, when we took it apart, there was a tear down, which will be out, but it kind of hooks under that. And then they stuck it down and had a bit of tape over it as well, so it's well secured. It was. I've just put it in there now because it's purely a mock to see what the weight is. Take it to pass, Will. Oh yeah. Is the switch damaged? Why nowadays is the lighter mouse considered better? I don't think it is code. I think it's personal preference. So people are starting to like lighter mice. I find them easier to flick and maneuver around. Easier to do micro adjustments. Heavier mice I find are better for stable for like long range sniper shots, but not like in COD, but for some other FPSs maybe. I wouldn't say they're considered better, but a lot of people are following that trend because they've got nothing else to follow. But I just like to see what's possible. It's personal preference, weight, switch type, depending on how geeky you are, nerdy, depends on your preference on what you think is perfect for you. So that's why I try to show people. I show people what's possible. Well, you got to tailor it to what you want to do in your hands, or get me to do it, or whatever. If you want me to tailor it for you, but it's your choice. Like, it's for you personally. This is like the, you get a mouse that's 95% right, but the switches aren't quite right, so you want to change them, and you want to change the skates, and you want to change the weight a little bit, maybe the distribution of it, maybe it's a bit rear heavier or something. Or you want to drop 10 grams because you can't micro move it very well. But that's personal preference, I would say. Over the other companies just looking for a bit of a niche, but everyone's on the weight reduction. I was the first. I was hacking them apart before people even thought. The right switch has almost a flex now, on the part which you click. The actual switch itself, like, did you damage the body itself, or maybe the actual, like the inner skeleton? Did you damage that? How much do the screws weigh? I'd look for the teardown mate that's pure. Just weigh them individually, but you have to add them up. Will be a bit there. Definitely be maybe half a gram, I'd say, I guess. The switch is the problemo. What titanium? I don't think you're going to save much titanium. Like, if we take an example, let's take one. What's that? Let's say 0.01 of a gram, right? And how many is there? Let's see, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 screws, not counting the rear ones, which are slightly heavy. I mean, you're saving 0.15 grams. Like, they're not heavy, if that makes sense. I take them out because I guess every micro bit counts, but I won't bother with titanium at that point, which is normal. Just leave it in, actually. I'm not going to touch the back here because I don't want to mess around with the switches. Take that bump out. Don't need that. Like you thought though with the titanium. Yeah, you don't need it necessarily. I was going to take that bar out, but I'm going to keep it because that's where the resting point is. So you want it to wiggle when you press. Wiggle, wiggle. Right, so let's take out some of this. Can't touch the side buttons because they're staying. with me. He's supposed to smell the screen thing there. Trying to look for something. Looking for something, 1 sec. Bear with me.
I've got balls of steel.
We're coming from a FPV drones. Titanium is the goat. It certainly is. But maybe the bigger components, I don't know. Cheers for follow. MRC, is it 1996? I murdered your name there, apologies. Welcome. What keyboard and mouse you got? The mouse pad? Just about to take some final weight out of this Vaxee. Just checking something. Yeah, titanium, baby. Titanium's expensive. Incredible. Glad to hear it. Safety first. Pinging plastic in my eyes. Where's my nipples? Let's get some weight out of this puppy. Actually, I need to take this out so we can see how much weight we save. God. The easiest way to save weight in here would be to trim out this skeleton, find a better way to support it. Where a lot of the weight is. This thing's like 8 grams. It's only with the base. This and the base is 20 grams, you know what I mean? Mega heavy, I think. Remember right, maybe 7 something. There you go, 8 grams. I mean, that's a lot. I'm just going to nip out some of this weight. Did you do a lot of drone stuff and take weight out of them? Do you weight mods on your drones? Especially for racing, you can see why. Thickness of the stock skates, I can't remember, 0.6 I think. Just draw back, yeah. The thingy on there, thingamajig is thicker. .6. Are you doing Zomac, is it? Zomanic? Shazomanic? I murdered your name, how you doing? Apologies. What's that? The drone's got to be 250 grams.
I've got balls of steel.
You got to shave the weight. Should get one maybe and try and do a weight reduction. Oh, show. Who's the subscriber of question marks? Thank you. Thank you. No idea. Cheers, Mr. Question Mark. Yeah, I can see the drones are making difference. Like I say, weight. There's kind of weight restrictions and stuff on them. Should get into weight reducing drones. Probably pretty good at it. Oops. Keep that big, Bill. Oh, it's gone. Got into the carnage of other mice. I guess with drones and stuff, like you can mess around with like the movement of it. I guess I don't know, weight distribution key as well, because like you're flicking it around and stuff. You see the frame snapping under like G's. Be a bit of a problem. I'll come back and tidy this up. Do not panic. It's easy to trim it first and then come back and tidy it up. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Tarkov now. Well into it again. Streaming it Fridays. Every Friday. There's a giveaway, so if you watch me on like Twitch, you gain points on Twitch, and those points then can turn to prizes. The minimum prize is $25 Steam voucher. That's always the minimum. But like last week, we gave away a mouse. So plenty of stuff. Sometimes mice pads to give away. Tried to give away 4090 once, but I think it's a plan. Yes. Oops. A bit close there. Trim it and make sure you can still see. Yeah. Gyros take that apart, but motors don't have to work so hard. Yeah, don't try and like, you know, less resistance for the motor to work against, I guess. Always about weight when you race, mate, innit? Agreed. I just got eligible for the giveaway. You just got to be on Twitch, follow me, watching me, and you gain points. And then those points, then you can enter the giveaways on Fridays. So like, if you're watching me now on Twitch, for instance, you'll be gaining points, and you can use those points on Fridays. You just got to be around on a Friday when I pull the draw. So you have to be on there watching me. You can't, it's not like you can enter and then disappear, if that makes sense. So, see anything? Watch me during the week and stuff, all goes towards it, towards your stash. Or like some people do, they gamble it and then have no giveaway points. Sprint into the Twitch right now. There you go. It's a clean break. Clean. You're buying a caliper, OP, because I'm always pulling it out. Hey mate, you gotta make the measurements right, baby. I mean, gotta get there and like just, you know, oof, what's this thickness of this plastic? You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. How big's my mouse? Oh yeah. You know what I mean? How could you live without one? How can you watch this channel for so long, OP, and not have a caliper? Just seems wrong. Different trick with this. See Vaxee crying at the minute. It definitely takes from this side. I said to him when's the 4K release coming out, and they were like, please don't cut our baby up. Yeah. Put it back, they won't notice. Take a picture just from the top, we'll never know.
I've got balls of steel.
Walls. Yeah, I've seen that. Agreed, OP. Yeah. Make sure it's good quality. Here's a follow, Looney. How you doing? What mouse pad, mouse, and keyboard are you using? Come on. Don't want to hear the specs. Using it for that, mate. Multi-purpose now, mate. You see? You won't be able to live without that caliper. think it's YouTube. Ah, it's you. Will. Whoa. Oh, hello. So you have to have 10 points per giveaway token. So when you do like exclamation mark points, for instance, now you'll see you probably got a few because you subbed. Or followed, sorry, subbed. And then you'll just gain points now. So then you can check, you can gamble them if you want, it's up to you. Try and double them up or lose them all, it's up to you, whichever you want to go. And then on a Friday when there's a giveaway, you can do like, if you've got, let's say you got 20 points, you can do like giveaway 2 and you get 2 tokens. And then you get pulled into the draw then at the end of the stream. That's what happens. But the giveaway is usually every Friday. And this week it was Saturday because I wasn't here Friday streaming. So. But while you're watching me, you're basically gaining points. Spend later. So it's either $25 Steam voucher. Opie's won it many times. You won actually on Friday, I think, or that. And you win Saturday, Opie. You won the ZP Pro, didn't you? Mouse this time. So there you go. We'll get it shipped out. You sent me details, I think. Just sent you a caliper instead. Well, YouTube's my main long content, and Twitch is my main streaming platform. But I find it's better for the user experience, Twitch. What do you think? It's just better. It's designed specifically for streaming. YouTube could catch it up, but it's just not. TikTok's trying. Everyone asked me to add weight to the mice. They've asked me to change the balance by adding weight, so I guess technically yes. Not like, oh, it's too heavy, can I add it a bit more? No one's that desperate yet. I'll keep it straight in the throat. God damn. Don't need that piece. Yeah, people want different balance positions. It's definitely fundamental for some people, which I totally understand. It's definitely a concern for people when they do some of the weight mods and things. That's where you've got to kind of like, I don't know, you've got to, if you're doing it yourself, you have to work it out and like tweak little bits out and just do it gently because you can't put it back. You can always put like blue tack in or tape or some lead tape or something if you want to change the weight, but you move the battery around to adjust the balance and things. But be careful. I did an unbelievable Star Gaming. Hello. We've took apart the Vaxee 4K Outset AX, and I was trying a bit of weight out, making it look stock, but 73 grams, so I'm going to try and get down to 65. Oh no, below 60. We got to 65 without destroying it, but now we're just chopping a bit out of it, so taking out some of the weight we don't need. Bob, can I see the pores on your hands with this new OLED monitor? I can see the pores of your hands. Yeah, baby. Need to pick up the quality a little bit, but it's a beauty. Which one did you get? You told me yesterday. Forgotten. You loving it? Is it OLED? 240 was it? Total. Do you order the new Zagan M3K? Nope, but they normally send me one, so hopefully they'll send me one to take a look at. Interested? Was that loony? I think he dodged a bullet because if the Superlight 2 can only use the specific 2 types of switches, the ones I ordered, the KL8s, Yeah, they definitely won't work, mate. Yep, you definitely dodged a bullet, mate. Big bullet. You escaped. Is it pre-order now, the MK3? M3K. Get it right. Get it right, Bob. This is awkward. I've got the M1 and I modded that one, and the M2 took a look at. But not got the 3. It lodges onto a pretty common shape with the Superlight. We could have done a bit more with the Superlight 2, but it's like more like a Superlight 1.5. We're starting to listen. They've trimmed out some of the weight, which was interesting. So they're obviously watching some of this stuff and seeing that they changed the inner skeleton and stuff. If you look, they're definitely watching some of these mods. Watching their engineers, watching their products get chewed to pieces. Hey, so what's your opinion on ergo mice? The other place, I used to use Death Adder for a bit. I think personally for me, Ambi's work, but I don't think ergos are any bad. I think if you like to be a bit of a palmer and stuff, it's fine. I think they can be a little bit hard to manoeuvre. Not as nimble, but yeah. I ordered myself one. I have to wait till June. Damn. Handmade though, aren't they? So understandable. This is a Vaxee mouse yet. This is the Outset 4K. Just released this week. Was it Friday it was released? Already hacking it up. You got what, the cheetah? It comes broken. I don't think it will, mate. I think you'd be unfortunate if it comes broken. Like I said, I think Finalmouse are, you know, they've improved from their earlier days, let's say. But you never know. My first one had a bit of a creaky front, but we took it, chopped it to pieces, now it doesn't. The second one's better, so. Yep. Who knows? I'd cry if my mouse came that expensive, it was broken. Like the postman stamped on it or something like that, the mailman just come along and stomped on your mouse. Trim a little bit out of this back bit. Have you used any hot air stations? Could you recommend something like this? This one? Or do you mean like soldering one? How much it cost for you to fix my Superlight 2? It wouldn't be that expensive. If you do exclamation mark shop, because now you're on Twitch and there's a shop you can order it from there. Replacement. Depends on your shipping, you got to ship it to me. I've got to ship it back to you. Pay for the parts. I mean, I'd personally RMA it. See it. It's fairly new. So shipping, that'll be expensive, so I'm in the UK. Not doing bad. Bugs FA, not bad. Monday, so yeah, pretty chirpy for Monday. Yourself? Well, it was Monday, it's now Tuesday, but it's now 10 to 1 in the morning. Yeah, not bad. I have to tie this up a bit with the joint. It's a bit chomped. A sec. let's see what we got. It was 7.8, wasn't it? I'm hoping for 6 would be good. Took a gram out of it. Excuse me. I think the Takachi's coming out soon. What, from Lamza, you reckon? I haven't heard a date from it yet. They're sending me a keyboard, their Lamza keyboard. I've got a load of keyboards I need to look at and review and mod and play around with. But yeah, interesting to see what their Takachi's like. Put some good mice out. So, high hopes. High hopes. Right, let's trim a bit. Tag up this little bit of a chomped edges. It's got to be delicate here, though. Delicate. I'm not always a butcher. Ba-da-bam. That last stream was a MTW, Mountain Dew. Now it's water, is indeed. Was a cup of tea, but we've run out of tea. How you doing, Graven? How are you doing? Then they will launch that mouse after CYN. Or CYN? Some event. Oh yeah, English baby. English. Oh, Chinese New Year. Right, okay, thanks. You reckon they're going to launch it that? Is that like, is it Feb 18th or something around that time? This is the Vaxee Outset 4K version that's been released. Trying any budget mice lately, Rob? Yep, yeah, someone using it. Vaxee VXC R1. Given time to try out. What else did we try recently? The M800 from Deluxe. We like the Dragonfly VGN F1 as well. Tried that recently. Well, relatively. Finalmouse or Zagan in terms of the ultimate enthusiast grade. I mean, I can never say Zagan, but the Zerkurgan. I've absolutely murdered that name. But the one that does the M2K and M1K, now the M3K, I think their PCBs are phenomenal. Like the quality they put into it and stuff, like they've got a very good idea on the level of detail. But kind of mouse are getting up there now. That Ultralight X2 is pretty tidy. They're learning, but things like they didn't like, you know, I don't know. They didn't check the battery cables, little things. But an Attack Shark, just see how it was. Def feels cheap. I've got the Attack Shark M3, is it? It's okay. I think they, yeah, like some feel like a bit latency. Might have the CompX in that one. I can't remember. Instead of the Nordic. Don't know. In the CompX, I can tell latency. I feel latency on that MCU. Even at my age. What's that? What's your opinion on those who oppose high polling rates? I mean, I think 1K is perfectly fine. So, you know, 2K is okay. 4K, I couldn't tell any difference. 8K, definitely can't tell any difference. All I can see is my CPU getting nailed by it. So, quite happy at 1K really. I guess at esports level you want to have no disadvantages, but I don't know. I'm not seeing any proven benefits to higher polling yet, other than it wrecks your battery and gives you high CPU. Tack sharp mice have sensor issues. Really? What, the firmware not running or something? How many grams you shed off this baby? Well, it was 73 grams. And we managed to take down to 65 without damaging it. No damage done. Now hoping to get below 60. That's the plan. That's what I'm hoping. But it'll still look stock as long as we don't flip it over. Recently bought the Red Dragon M916 Pro. Okay. I mean, all the cheaper Chinese mice at the minute, we've taken loads of them apart, and this one will be no different. They're all starting to use better components, not like the old days, like say 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and they were trash inside. Now they are starting to use decent components, like the VGen stuff. This probably got the Nordic sensor in it, the 3395 in it. You know what I mean? They're not using crappy components anymore, so they're starting to compete with some of the big boys. There's 2 videos I'm thinking of doing for thingy. One is comparison between the Ultralight X and the Beast X. So people think they'll appreciate that one. And also I think people want to see a mouse tier list from me. I did do one a long time ago. Feels a long time ago, probably a year or so. Do you want to see another one for 2023, 24? Would you like those videos long term, like longer format for YouTube and stuff? See my opinions, or like top 10 mice or something like that maybe? Maybe a top 10 or top 5. This one is likely between 49 and 51 grams per on the unit. Okay, that's pretty light. The switches are heavy clicks. Are these standard mechanical ones? Can you switch them out? Something like a Japanese Omron or something a bit lighter maybe? Like a K8 or something? Too butchered, that's like. Not bad. Took about 1.2 grams out of it. I'll take that. 50mm clicks. I wanted blue shell ones. Yeah, blue shells aren't ideal. That's not the mouse we're trying to chocolate. They're probably the worst I want to switch, the blue shells. In my opinion. From their series, that is, by the way. Right, let's try out some of this. Actually, let's do the main shell first. A bit easier if we do the big event. Do you think the HTR will have to be a fingertip mouse to achieve sub 30 grams? I think so. I think that or they'll shrink it significantly. Getting below 30 grams is difficult. You know, Finalmouse said they did a 29 gram mouse marking. I just laughed when they said that anyway, if you remember on the video I did. So they never got to it. They're using carbon fibre and it's quite small. So I think it's going to be tricky. So the Beast X is 40 grams, pretty big size, using magnesium. So, I mean, I don't know. G-Wolf's going to do that. They built the HSK Pro 4K and that was 31 grams, I think. And that's fingertip, that's pretty small. So, you know, if it's wireless, how are you going to get it below 30 grams with a battery for a start? You take a normal 150 milliamp one, which really you shouldn't put in 4K anyway, if that's what they're doing. You're not going to get the battery out of it, so 27 grams. I mean, G-Wolf's generally been pretty straight, so what they say normally comes out. We'll take a gram here and there, so maybe. I just picked some of the KL8s, B2s. Fair enough, give them a spin. Let me know what you think. I don't know. I mean, for me, it feels like some fingertip. $27-gram full-size mouse. I mean, I don't see it unless you got no body. You see what I did to that Ultralight X? Let's get it down to 29 grams. I mean, you're not going to get much of a mouse left. Does it still weigh that? Let's have a look. 29 points something. Still only 30G. That's what you have to do to cut a medium final mouse down. Let's get a small, you might get down to, let's say you get down to 27, but you have to hack it up. Scroll Mini. It wasn't the best feeling clicks, the Scroll Mini. Didn't really sell that many of them, I don't think. They've done some good mice. HSK's nuts. And G-Wolf's gone very quiet. They put out a load of mice and then just suddenly just stopped. Did they tease a magnesium one? I mean, it's going to be 4K. Or is it going to be just not a non-4K one, maybe? Possible. Maybe. I don't know, 29 grams seems optimistic for a fingertip 100%. They'll get that down to 29 grams. They did it near enough a year ago with that HSK Pro, maybe even less than that, might be even, I can't remember when that was, maybe even longer, 2 years ago. Red Dragon I got has two versions. Strictly 1K polling, there was 4K polling. Don't know. I mean, for a couple of dollars more, why not go 4K? You never know. I wouldn't say it's going to hurt you, but it might hurt your CPU if you've not got a good CPU. But it's best to have it. You can always turn it off. I won't go out specifically and buy a mouse just because I want 4K, but if it's got it, there's an option with it, why not? I mean, unless it's like significantly cheaper. That isn't, won't bother. Personally believe the HTR will be a full size smaller than ever, smaller than even a Starlight 12. They're calling it the Haiti. We even sacrificed the side buttons. Maybe, mate. I mean, maybe. It's like putting dot skates and things. It's an easy way to drop a couple of grams. but I mean, if they make it smaller than a Starlight 12, then everyone's going to be fingertipping it. Because it would probably be too small to claw. Might as well just take the back off it, but we'll see. Marketing will be good. Is that moving the battery around and changing the skates? Yeah, change the balance around a little bit. I claw the Starlight 12. I think I do slightly, but smaller than that, I'm not clawing it. I don't think I possibly can without destroying my hand for our side. So what weight we're expecting to get us down to, what do you reckon? Stock look. 73 off the bat. 65 without destroying it. Now we're taking a bit more. Well, a non. Can't put this back in basically. Destructive one. We're chopping up the Vaxee Outset AX floor cane. Fresh off the press. Plenty of meat on the bone, that's what we like. What do you think of the SOS Pacer, is it? Grips? I've never heard of them, so. Do you make some? SOS Pacer? Don't know who they are. I'll try out Pad Smith. A few people have been saying that. Fancy checking one of them out. Now it's going back in. Just seeing whether I need to take out this, which I can do. So I was just checking. Just checking it, potato. Just being sure. Just making sure. It's one of those SOS Pacer grips or so spacer grips. Like those little dotty ones. Why do you think Razer never give the market a plastic Viper Mini? I have honestly no idea. I do not understand that. They created the Cobra Pro, which makes no sense. Why wouldn't they give a reasonably priced Viper Mini wireless plastic? People would go nuts. People have been asking for that mouse for so long. So long. It's not even greed. I don't know. They make more money by then. People can't afford the special edition one, and they're hard to get hold of. I don't know. I can't comprehend it, mate. I cannot comprehend why Razer would not release the Viper Mini for a good price, a wireless version of it. Don't get it. Instead, they release a Cobra Pro, slightly different dimensions. Why? The Cobra's not even bother with it. It's weird, the Cobra. It's like heavier RGB. It's not what people want. People just want a V2 Pro Viper Mini. That's all they want. Instead, they come out with some Cobra. Yeah, exactly. Different dims, heavier. Not what people wanted. And then they released that. What's the other thing they released? That was random. The HyperX V3, was it? Viper? What the hell's that? No one asked for that. Get the Maya. I like it. I need to take it apart. I need to put my opinion out for that thing because it's beast. A lot of people still using the wide version. Yeah, exactly. Which has the most horrendous sensor known to man. I feel sorry for them. Just give people a cheap Viper Mini. A small version of the V2 Pro, which I don't really like the V2 Pro, but give them a small version. That's what people want. Not some other weird stuff. Like who's creating the mice at Razer? Could make an absolute fortune, but they're not. Well, they make a lot of money, but I mean, they're missing opportunity there, big time. It's crazy. I don't get it. Still main the old 305, baby. It's a good mouse. Good mouse. Bum, bum, bum. Which Logitech would make a Superlight of it? Which Logitech would make a Superlight of it? Oh, you wish Logitech would make a Superlight. Sorry, I read that wrong. I know. Again, good shape. Not making a Superlight, not making a cheap version of it. They did the G Pro wired. People like that, but again, I still got people want me to mod them, like, but Logitech's not making them, so. Could use a good 3D print when I make a VGM version. But again, Logitech missing out there. Not listening to the market. It's crazy. Don't need to. Problem with Logitech and Razer is they're so big. People just buy whatever anyway, but I do think Razer lost a lot of the market that they could have taken with that Viper Mini. Not a super special edition for like $280. 705. I know, something they don't listen. They don't listen to people. They're just like, well, this is what we think is going to make us some money. I don't know who's on their mice team. Like, put someone in Logitech or Razer who knows what they're doing. But I reckon it's probably the big cheeses that are stopping people. I don't think it's the mice people as such. It's probably companies like Logitech need to make their money back for the shareholders. So that's what drives them, the accountants, isn't it? For the other smaller mice companies, that's why you see them taking more risks, because they're probably funded by just a few people who've got access. So the reason we're seeing all these Chinese mice come out that are good quality now is because all the manufacturing's moved over there, and they're just cloning all the R&D of the bigger companies and then releasing it. I think of Piranha's mouse mods, PMM. Yeah, I've seen his new product coming out. I reviewed one of Piranha's first mice years ago. Like, and I've reviewed a few of his mice. I like his products. I like what he does. 3D printing, they're good. Yep, the VGN PCB is the way forward, mate. Speaking to Piranha the week, actually. He DM'd me on Discord. Good. I like his stuff. We're doing 3D printing, don't worry, it's coming. I'm trying to do it for a couple of years. Well, I used to do it, I stopped. Right, what was this, 16.5 grams? Maybe it's 15 if we're lucky. Yeah, boy. Here we go. Piranha brand or PPM. You have to change his name, didn't he? Some other company. In Germany, I think, isn't he? Yep, like his stuff. Interesting to see his new product. Let's get this base done and then I think we're ready to put it back together. All we seem to get at the moment is lots of wind in the UK. Permanently just beating. What's good about this is I don't particularly care because the switch is there, so I can take out all these supports. Do you think 3D printed mice are up to the quality of the traditional manufactured mouse? No, ABS is still there. But they're not bad. When there's nothing else, then they're okay. PPM stuff's pretty good. Piranha stuff, I think are good quality printers and material. But for me, it's good for bases and stuff. I like the main shell to be not 3D printed. But when there's no other option, then what do you do? You've got no choice, right? So it's also good for letting people like myself and people just like tweak some stuff without, you know, having to go to massive manufacturers. Like, we don't get access to people in China and stuff, so I can't even imagine what the development cost is, but we shall see. Well, I'm hoping to show you the whole 3D printing process, and we're going to do some bases and shapes and just play around with it. But I need to get my room finished, which I'm hoping to do this week. This is on the warpath for me, so hopefully we shall see. Should try reviewing his mice. I've reviewed them before. He sent me some. So I reviewed his first ever 3D printed mouse. I reckon that must be 6 years ago. I reviewed some other ones. Like his Ultralight 2 wireless and stuff like that. I heard the main clicks in a printed mouse are way worse. A little bit mushy because of the 3D print structure. Agreed. Can't compare it to like ABS. Translucent mouse from him. Oh, I broke on the shipment. God damn. We got pretty good packaging. So I'm looking. Yeah, depending on the shell and stuff, like I say. Like when people aren't releasing like a Viper Mini wireless, then that's when 3D printing's good. We've done some of them ourselves. But would I pick a 3D printed mouse over ABS? Probably not. Unless I particularly like that shape. I couldn't live without it. Wish you luck, mate. Come on, Looney. Get the RMA, baby. You will. Just deny anything. Just deny all. Just stop working. So the next stream should be Wednesday after this one, and we'll take a look at some of the other mice. Might take apart this Vaxee R1 or maybe the Lamzu Maya. I mean to take a look at that properly. Have a look. Probably that one. Lamzu Maya. Been running it as my mobile mouse. Been good while I've been travelling. Let's do my breakdown. Hopefully it's there. Hopefully around. If not, you can always watch the VOD. This is plastic. Doesn't feel like whoa. The thickness of the old Zowie is. It'll take us too long to chainsaw through this. Should be an interesting one. I'm zooming, putting some good stuff out again. The company came from nowhere. They're putting the keyboard out. Got a few fast speed keyboards at the minute. Got a new one from Eco as well. Try out and let's compare them all, I think. See which is the best. Looking forward to like some more better printing products. Like 3D printing has been coming along a long way recently, so I think soon people will just be able to like buy the blueprint of a mouse and print it and plug in your own PCB. But it'll be like high end. What do you reckon? And that's going. It's got to be right. Come back and draw this out a bit. Probably gonna like cut out the back bit here. There's not much you can do. Maybe here as well. Usual stuff. Okay, just sit on there, I guess. Tidy, okay, I'm doing. Butcher out some of this base. Then we should be close. Should be close. Music gone off. What else tunes do we have? Okay, let's go. Ooh, here we go. So many music genres. Here we go. I wouldn't say so, Looney. Just play dumb. See what's wrong with it. You think the material other than ABS is the future of top tier mice? I think so. Like a carbon fiber composite probably or something. ABS is a bit old, but it's cheap, I guess, so I guess it depends how cheap it can come down. Maybe another like kind of composite, maybe like a 3D print resin or something, I don't know, or something like that. I think it's the future. I don't think ABS is. Choppy choppy. So that back was quite busy nose, mate. Eating a classic Big Mac. Oof. That's Big Mac, mate. I love a Big Mac. Very nice. I tear mine to bits though. I don't eat it in one go. I have to like segment it because my mouth's quite small, so I don't like food around my face. It's a bit of a weird thing, but so I basically eat the bun, then I eat the first burger, then I eat the next burger, then I eat the last one. Stage it out. I just shove it all in, you know what I mean? I actually go to McDonald's often. My missus generally drags me there. She's vegetarian. She's quite vegan. She's having a look at it. It's like the mixed plant. Well, that's just like chips. But for me, I'm like, probably every now and again, but I'm not like, wouldn't dive out the door to go get it, you know what I mean? What's the name of the tool? It's called a nail file, basically, that's what it is. E-file, they call it. I used a Dremel and a few other ones, but this one seems pretty good. I've had loads of them, I burn them out, they burn out really easily. Sometimes you need a Dremel depending on the base, but I tend to just work with this because I find it's pretty good. This is the Vaxee Outset 4K version. Fresh out the press. This one is pretty dear. It's like 140 euros or something. It's quite dear. It's not cheap. It's definitely up there. It's not the cheap category. No survey or budget. All the bits. Music's a bit lively for what is it? Monday, Tuesday now. It's like 2 in the morning.